so that when I return, I'll be fonder and prouder than ever of my Little Women.
Welcome to the behind the scenes of Emporia State Theater's production of Little Women. Let's take a look at the scene shop.
Hi, I'm Chris Lowcamp. I'm the technical director and scene shop supervisor for Emporia State Theater. Basically what my job is to take the scene design from the scene designer and then translate it into construction drawings so that my scene shop hires and volunteers can then build and execute that design. So this is the ground plan that I received from Ben Williams, the scenic designer. Basically what a ground plan is the aerial view of the set. It's as if it's like a blueprint for a house, except for the scenery for this show. We have a platform, a lower level platform at 8 inches, and we have an upper level platform at 64 inches or 5'4". Stairs connecting that, a lower platform with a couple walls to denote the rest of the house, and a platform that will move on and off to facilitate scene changes. So what I've done is I took this initial shape, this shape right here, and I broke it down into individual sizes. This is an example of one of the construction drawings for one of the platforms that we just looked at on the 8-inch layer. I take this, I do all the measurements and cut lists. They cut the boards out. Give them all the pertinent information that they need, and then we kind of work from that drawing to actually build that piece of scenery.
Now that we have our drawings, we can work on constructing all of the pieces of the set and painting them. Time to move out of the scene shop and down to the costume shop to see what lovely things they are making.
Hi, I'm Susie Williams. I'm the costume designer for Little Women. I started with just general pictures of research from the time period. It's during the Civil War. These pictures over here was to kind of give us a general color palette, sort of a color inspiration, if you will, that each one of the women sort of has an identifying color. And because this show covers such a span of time, I really wanted to have just each character in sort of a color palette with a little wardrobe that I could mix and match. For Jo, I went with sort of green and brown, sort of earthy. She is very down to earth. She's a girl next door. She's also sort of in control of her mind and educated, and she wants to tell these stories. So Amy is more sweet. She's more innocent. She's more doll-like, but she does grow up throughout the transition of the show. So the way that I've sort of conveyed that is early on we do see a lot of like pinks. We see a lot of frou-frou. This will eventually become a dress that's supposed to be too big when Amy wants to go to the ball. This will go over one of her other skirts. The stark transition from our cottons and linens to our like satines. I also had the challenge of this actress specifically being one of the taller actresses, trying to make them look like they are the youngest. My easiest solution was to add a little pinafore type apron on top of whatever it is that she's wearing to make her look more innocent. She goes through a transition. We see pinks and blues, and by the end of the show she's pretty much just in whites and blues and got rid of a little bit of that pink. Her counterpart, Laurie, all of his costumes have blue in them. Early on, he has blues and greens because Laurie thinks that he wants to be with Jo. And then when we sort of get past the proposal and Jo has turned him down, there's no more green, there's more just blue. And that's how Amy and then Laurie sort of meld together through that blue color story there. On here is kind of all the fabric laid out for the show. We have all of our little labels and that we're cutting and building, because most of the women's wear we will make ourselves. We're making a lot of the men's vests.
Here are our costume shop hires, costume crew members, and volunteers working on different tasks to build costumes for the show. Let's hear a few words from the director before we get a little sneak peek at the rehearsal process.
Hello, my name is Jim Bartroff. I'm the director of Little Women. I'm looking forward to bringing this lovely musical to the stage in Emporia State and to share it with our audiences.
Here, Jim is helping the actors capture their character and block the scenes. But
what will I do when someone asks me to dance? Just smile and stay.
And bring her on over here. So entrancing, right, so you trancing, so you be Little Beth. And trancing, and you make her do it at the same time. Entrancing, right.
Delighted, then offer him your hand. Delighted, now let him be a man.
During rehearsals, the stage management team keeps busy with writing down blocking and anything else that is needed.
Hello, I am Brian Percival. I am the production stage manager for our homecoming musical Little Women. What my job entails is being a liaison between the director, the production staff, the actors, and the crew, and being that main form of communication to make sure that everything runs smoothly for our production and make sure that everyone stays calm and collected during this time of stress and excitement. And then also once production starts rolling in and rehearsals and performances start rolling into my territory, what I do is make sure that the production runs into what the director and production staff have envisioned.
Hi, I'm Erin McNeely Phelps. I'm the props master for Little Women. So basically my job is to figure out props in the show, get a props list from Jim and Lindy and Chris and everyone, pull those props, make those props, or order those props. So what I've kind of been pulling just from the beginning, pulling paper and different things and writing letters, figuring out different things with parchment, wrapping little gifts to make them look more period and old, pulling little trinkets, and pulling a lot of flowers, a lot of books, lots of luggage, and yeah.
The faculty and students are still working every day to make this production come to life.
I know I have no right, but sometimes late at night I want...
I'll plan 6 more.
12.
And I'll your tongue may split in two.
You can buy your tickets at the box office or order them online for a discounted price. We have 2 weeks before opening night. We hope to see you in the Bruder Theater October 17th through the 19th at 7:30 p.m. or the 20th at 2 p.m.